mi gente, welcome back to my channel. It's Vanity, and today I'm back with another video. So today, just gonna get straight to it. I really want to talk about the power that we as people have with our words. I don't think a lot of people really truly understand how much power you hold with the words that you speak and that you write. And in today's world, what really had me really thinking about people just really being oblivious to it and not really paying enough attention to what they're saying or what they're speaking out on or just making jokes on is the state of what our country's in right now. Of course, you guys have heard, we have some issues going on in America, and there's been a lot of memes and a lot of jokes being made about going to war, and I'm not gonna lie, I laughed at a few of them, but truly, it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. And what really got me thinking is just I'm at a state now and in my life that I know that the things that come out my mouthpiece and the things that I decide to share with the world or with anybody, they hold significant meaning. And what I mean when I say that is like Proverbs 18:21 says in the Bible, life and death are in the power of the tongue. And that's actually something I wrote that verse down long ago, and I'm just that makes sense to me, but it really didn't make sense to me when I wrote it down. Oh, it makes sense to me now. What you speak out into the world, it has a way of manifesting into reality. And I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying, never say never. I've never broken my arm. I'll never go broke. I'll never get into a car crash, whatever it is. They say never say never. Not so much never say never, just saying what the phrase that you're saying never to. The universe doesn't know the difference. So what you speak out and what you plant inside your head, it has a way of coming into fruition. So it's not so much saying, oh, the word never brings it into play, but so much the phrase. That's why when they say, when you really truly want something, when you want to be successful, they say, don't say, I want to be a millionaire, say I am a millionaire. I am affirmations has a way of reprogramming your subconscious mind and actually seeking and bringing that stuff into your life. And the reason I say this is because with all the jokes that are going on right now about the war, a lot of things that are going on with Australia being on fire, those are not even that. Just look at the world as a whole. What is going on here, and what are we doing as a nation to really be aware and make a change? I think that us as a human race can just start by changing our dialogue. We can change so much by the way we talk and speak of things. Because when you're sitting here, and I'm talking thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are all sitting down making jokes and saying things, and little do you know, you all have energy, you all have powers. And when you come together united in such negativity, you have no idea the type of power you have that is creating what you guys are speaking out into this world to manifest. You guys think that making jokes or saying little things are harmless. It's not. It's much deeper than that. The things that we spell, the things that we write down, they have a way of being seen in our lives. Why do you think it's so important when you're trying to be a successful entrepreneur or a successful person in anything that you sit down and you write down your goals? Or when you want to manifest things into your life, sit down and write them down. There's power in words, there's power in writing, there's power in all of that. And little do you know, you can be so careless with your power that you can bring such negative things into reality. And you also have to think about it. It's not really 100% all of our faults when we're sitting there watching the media and all you ever see is negative things being presented to you. What they're doing is they have large numbers, large groups of people all viewing the same negative things, all speaking the same negative things, and they know that there's power in unity. Instead of being united where there's positivity, love, and possible change for the world, we're all sitting here united in making jokes. We're all sitting here united and laughing at the state of our country. And the sad part is people don't realize that we're in the end times. You're not realizing that what you're closing your eyes to, you're choosing to not look or see. You're turning off your empathy button. Like you're not seeing what's wrong with the world and trying to make a difference. And let me tell you, I'm not saying go out there and fight for the war, or go out there and volunteer to be drafted. I'm not talking like that. I'm talking about just changing yourself and taking a step back and actually looking at the things that you engage in mentally and with conversations, and the little changes that you can do with flipping the negative into the positive, what that could do. They always say if you want to change the world, you got to change yourself, because when you change yourself, that makes impact. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's looking up to you, and you never know who's listening to you. So when you make a conscious decision to be like, you know what, it's not a big change, but I'm gonna make sure that for like this week, I'm not gonna say anything negative. I'm just gonna speak positivity. I'm just gonna speak positive affirmations. I'm gonna try to see the best in everything. Do you know that light that you're trying to spread, that kindness, that love, anybody can see it and be like, you know what, I'm trying to be like that. Like I'm gonna try to be positive now. You don't even have to tell somebody to be positive, but little do you know that when you start changing that, you start changing your reality. You start changing what you see on the outside. But us as a nation coming together and just dwelling on the negativity and speaking on what could happen, and what bothers me is you guys are not speaking on the positivity that could happen. Like there's nobody even trying to fix their lips to say something that is good that about all of this that's going on. Nobody's hoping or praying for anything that's good to come out of all of this. There's power in prayer. There's power in words. There's power in prayer. There's power in coming together and actually speaking on the subject and saying, you know what, we're going to sit down, we're going to pray. We're going to pray for the good of the nation. We're going to pray for the positivity of the nation. We're going to sit here and we're going to spew and speak out nothing but good. We're going to leave the negative words out of our mouths, out of our sentences, and try to see something more positive, because what I'm seeing lately is rubbing me the wrong way. It's starting to make me realize like not many people are aware that they hold significant power. And I think that as a world, not so much as a nation, I think so much chaotic things are going on because we have turned our backs on God. We've forgotten who we are and who we're meant to be in this world. And as people, as the human race, one person can make a difference. One person can change things, but just know we're stronger united. We're stronger together. And when I say stronger united, I don't mean for negativity. I don't mean for war. I don't mean for anything opposite from being positive and harmonized. We're stronger when we're spreading that love and when we're spreading the good words and the good things that we can do for our entire world. There's look at Puerto Rico right now, like the earthquakes, Australia, the fires. We got a crisis on our hand when it comes down to the human trafficking. We have an epidemic with heroin here in Ohio. It's just, there's so much evil in the streets, so much evil in the world. And what I never go on social media and see, oh, this is how I'm making a change, or here, this is how I'm helping out with this cause. I always see the jokes or the negative side of it. All of that plays a part in what we're bringing into reality for our world. Do you know the difference that this world would be if we all united together, and instead of sharing those negative thoughts and those negative memes that you guys have been sharing, but the positive aspect of all that, we would truly be on the path to changing something. We would be on the path of shifting the energy to where it needs to be. You don't realize that they program us and they put all this negative stuff onto the news outlets, and all these depressing stories that just bring us down and depress us, and make us think that the world is just so ugly, and it's ending, and just ugliness, just plain old ugliness. Instead of watching that and instead of feeding into it, do the opposite. Do the opposite and see what kind of change happens. But I gotta go. So that's my message for today. I just thought I'd share that, because waking up and looking on social media and seeing that that's all that people are talking about, and little do they know, like you making jokes of it, ha 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 ha, all together, like you guys can pretty much bring that into reality. And instead of taking things seriously, instead of getting on your knees and praying for our country and praying for the world, you're doing the opposite, and that's a part of the problem. So I hope whoever hears this message, whoever could take something from it, just start changing your words and understanding that what you say out of your mouth has significant power, and it has a way of manifesting into reality. So why not make the things that come out your mouth beautiful? Why not make the things that come out of your mouth something useful and positive for the world, for yourself, for your life? Meditate on that.